Welcome back to the Dadlife podcast, a solo media podcast. My name's Dan Politano, and today we're going to dive into a topic that hits home for so many of us: navigating the holidays as a single dad. I know the holiday season can bring a lot of joy, but it can also bring stress, especially when you're doing it solo. There's the pressure to make everything perfect for the kids, balancing time with the other parent, maybe even dealing with a bit of loneliness. I'd like to talk about some strategies not to just survive, but to actually enjoy the holidays. So let's acknowledge that the holidays can be emotionally heavy. It's supposed to be the happiest time of the year, but for a lot of single parents, it can feel isolating. You might miss having a partner to share the workload or those family traditions that aren't quite the same anymore. I've been there and it's tough. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I can't stand not having a partner. But my last one that I had for almost 4 years, she hated Christmas. She tried to do a normal Christmas with me, getting each other presents and stuff the first year, but after that, no. And to be honest, this year, I don't even feel like getting a tree. Like I know I will, but the fact that the kids don't come over as much anymore, and I don't have a partner, I don't know. I don't feel that into it yet. We're giving you a free 30-day trial of Prime. Free delivery, award-winning TV, exclusive deals, and more. Click the link in the show description for more information. I think most of us need to just manage our expectations. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that everything needs to be perfect. The big Christmas tree, the lights, the gifts. But if you try to recreate what you used to have, or if you compare your holidays to others, it's a quick road to burnout. A tip that I've found helpful is just set realistic expectations for yourself and for your kids. Ask them what's important to them. You might be surprised. Sometimes they care more about spending time with you than a big pile of presents. My kids are at the age where I'm struggling to even figure out what to get them for gifts. My oldest daughter has given me a list. My youngest, nothing. And my family is like, what do they want? What do they want? I have no idea. I was even debating on whether to get them an advent calendar this year, but my friend Ryan told me that I should because they would remember it, and I'm glad I did. I got this cool one, actually. It has 24 individually wrapped chocolates, so I've been just taking one over each day to their mom's house for them. I know it's a big challenge for a lot of us co-parenting during the holidays. There's a lot of logistics involved: who gets the kids when, how to make sure everyone gets time, and how to handle any disagreements that might come up. This can be tricky, and communication with your co-parent is key. Try to make plans as early as possible so there's no surprises. Be flexible where you can, but also make sure to advocate for what's important to you. If you want Christmas morning with your kids, for example, make that clear, but be prepared to compromise on other things. So my family always has had Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, and the kids' mom always does it Christmas Day. So when I first moved out, we just decided that I would have them Christmas Eve and then Christmas morning, and then I would drop them off around lunchtime, and then they would spend the day with their mom and then have dinner with her family. It's been going great so far. I think we're on the 8th or 9th year. And we also rotate New Year's Eve. This year, they're supposed to be with me, but I imagine that they'll just want to be hanging out with friends. But just remember that no matter what, it's not about winning. It's about creating a smooth experience for the kids. They'll pick up on any tension if you're arguing, so try to keep things civil, even if it's hard. I know that's easier said than done, but the peace of mind it gives your kids is worth it. You can also create new traditions. If old traditions don't fit your current situation, don't be afraid to start fresh. This can be really empowering, and it gives your kids something special to look forward to each year. One thing that I started to do my first year, I had Elf on the Shelf, and I moved in with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we decided to name him Terry. And my ex-girlfriend did some great stuff with Terry that first year, and ever since then, I've been doing it. But I think last year I brought him out, but just left him on the tree, because since they're not here that often anymore, I don't know, it's kind of pointless to make them do something every single day. But I think they still like to see him. And every year since I moved here, I think, so maybe, 6 years, I think I must have seen this online or something, but we'll make reindeer food. So we each have a bowl of oatmeal, like uncooked oatmeal, and we add sprinkles to it, and then we throw it on the lawn outside, and the sprinkles are supposed to reflect light so the reindeers can see it. And they seem to like that. They still want to do it last year, and I still plan on doing it this year. And also, every year since they've been born, so it's 15 years now and 13, I buy them a Christmas ornament. So every Christmas Eve, they open it and then they put it on the tree. Because I loved that when I was growing up, because I always got an ornament. With your traditions, don't be afraid to get creative. Maybe it's a holiday hike, or maybe you let the kids help plan what they want to do. Whatever it is, make it yours. These new traditions can become the foundation of how your family celebrates the holidays going forward. One thing that you can't forget, though, is self-care. The holidays can be exhausting, and if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be that much harder to take care of your kids. And one thing I found really helpful is carving out just a little bit of time for myself, even if it's 10 minutes a day. Whether that's going for a walk or just sitting down and watching a show, it's important to recharge. If you're running on empty, it's hard to be present for your kids. And don't forget to reach out to your support network. Whether that's family, friends, or even an online community of other single dads, having someone to talk to can make a big difference. So to wrap things up, let's remember that the holidays are all about what really matters: spending time with the people you love. It's easy to get caught up in gifts, the decorations, and the schedules, but at the end of the day, your kids will remember the time you spent with them, not the things you bought. So take the pressure off yourself to make everything perfect. Focus on the moments that make your kids feel loved and secure, and trust that those are the moments that will last a lifetime. Thank you for tuning into this edition of the Dadlife podcast. If you have any holiday tips or stories of your own, I'd love to hear them. So feel free to reach out at DadlifePod on any social media. We'll see you next time.